A plane wobbled and jerked its way down onto the runway, landing in a dangerously unsteady manner. What shocked everyone was that the pilot was an 11-year-old girl. The real captain had already passed out. As it turned out, all 180 passengers on that flight had lost consciousness due to food poisoning. The girl was the only one who remained awake. In the critical moment, she stepped up and landed the plane safely. By the time the rescue team arrived, the girl had already skated away, cool as ever. Her name was Rocca, and this was her first time visiting her grandmother. After leaving the airport, she hopped into a taxi, happily taking in the scenery of the city. Suddenly, a rat dashed across the road. The driver panicked and swerved, crashing into a car parked on the side. Rocca quickly got out to rescue the rat, nearly getting hit by a truck in the process. Seeing the traffic jam, she handed the squirrel over to the stunned driver, then smoothly took the wheel herself and parked the car properly. When she arrived at her grandmother's house, Rocca rushed up and gave her a big hug. Her grandmother looked visibly uncomfortable. She had not only forgotten to pick Rocca up, but also didn't seem to like her very much. As soon as they sat down, her grandmother bluntly said, "I raised your mother. Now that she's gone, I have no obligation to raise you." But Rocca didn't seem to care. That night, Rocca received a video call from her dad. Her father turned out to be an astronaut aboard a space station. Because he was on a long-term mission in space, he didn't have the time to care for her himself, so he had sent her to live with her grandmother. He showed her the Earth from space, and even from thousands of miles away, it was clear he deeply cared about her. The next day, her grandmother was startled by the squirrel and fell while chasing it around with a bouquet of flowers. Rocca heard the noise and tried to help, but her grandmother brushed it off, saying she was fine. Rocca had no choice but to go off on her own. At school, Rocca stood in front of the class to introduce herself. She told her classmates she'd grown up at the European Space Agency, receiving official astronaut training alongside her father. Her classmates were full of curiosity, and even the teacher was stunned. He'd never met a student like her before. Just then, the injured squirrel woke up. Rocca asked the homeroom teacher for leave, saying she had to take it home to treat its wounds. The teacher was dumbfounded. When Rocca got back home, she found out her grandmother had been injured in the fall and now needed to stay in the hospital, meaning Rocca would have to live on her own for a while. The next day, Rocca was summoned to the principal's office. The principal was furious about her skipping class and demanded to speak to her guardian, but Rocca simply replied,
"Ich bin berechtigt, mich zu erziehen. Und Sie können mich jederzeit ansprechen, wie ein Partner."
The principal was livid and decided to call Child Protective Services to take her away. Just then, Rocca noticed a school bully picking on another student.